The notes detailed their methods. First, attempting to convince Grandma she had been swindled, that the other family didn't deserve it. When that failed, they started harassing the recipient family, finding legal loopholes, threatening lawsuits based on dubious claims. Grandma's notes chronicled her despair as she realized what they were doing. She had thought her gift was secure. They used her own finances, tied up in trusts she didn't fully control, to fund their legal battles. They painted the other family as opportunistic freeloaders to anyone who would listen, including, implicitly, a younger version of me, though I never remembered hearing anything like that. It was a slow, calculated campaign to reclaim land that had significantly appreciated in value over the years, turning Grandma's act of selfless gratitude into their personal piggy bank. The notes ended years before she died, a line about accepting she couldn't stop them legally, but vowing the truth would somehow prevail. And then, a final scribbled sentence: "The key opens the old oak chest in the attic. More is there." The attic was dusty, filled with the ghosts of storage and forgotten things. But I knew exactly where the old oak chest was. Heavy, solid, it hadn't been opened in years. My small antique key fit the lock perfectly. Inside, more documents. Ledgers detailing property taxes paid by my family on that coastal land after Grandma had given it away. Correspondence with developers. Plans for construction. Financial records showing significant profits derived from the development and sale of parcels of that land over the last decade. Proof. Undeniable, sickening proof. My parents hadn't just disregarded Grandma's wishes. They had actively stolen back what she had given, profited from it, and built a facade of respectable wealth on a foundation of betrayal. And they had kept it secret from me. For my whole life. I had to confront them. The anger and hurt were a physical ache in my chest. I drove to their house, the same house where the will was read, the house filled with their lies. They were surprised to see me, their faces quickly shifting from forced pleasantness to apprehension when they saw my expression, saw the stack of papers I carried. I didn't shout. My voice was dangerously quiet. I laid the documents out on the polished dining table. The deed. The ledgers. The development plans. This, I said, my voice trembling, was supposed to go to the Alara family. Grandma's gift. Her way of honoring a debt. My mother tried to interrupt, her usual tactic. "Anya, darling, you don't understand." "Oh, I understand perfectly," I cut her off. "Grandma gave it away, and you stole it back. You harassed that family, used legal loopholes, and profited from land that wasn't yours to take. All while pretending to honor her." My father's face hardened. "Stole. That land was ours. Our family's. Your grandmother was old, she was being naive, giving away valuable assets to strangers." Strangers. The woman who saved Grandma. She owed that woman everything. I countered. It wasn't about money for Grandma, it was about gratitude, about honoring a promise. My mother leaned forward, her eyes narrowed. "And what about us, Anya? Your family? We needed to secure our future. That land was a wasted asset. We made it productive." Productive? By crushing someone else's hope. By betraying the very woman who raised her. David entered the room then, drawn by the raised voices. He saw the papers, saw our faces. He flinched. I looked at David. My brother. My protector when we were kids. "David," I said, my voice cracking, "did you know?" He wouldn't look at me. He mumbled something about it was already happening, about Mom and Dad handled it, about not being involved in the details. Not involved. Turning a blind eye is involvement. Benefiting from the lie is involvement. They were a unit. The three of them. And I was the outsider. Always had been, maybe. My parents started listing grievances. Grandma was difficult. Grandma favored me. Grandma didn't understand business. Excuses. Justifications for theft and betrayal. They didn't see it as wrong. They saw it as practical. Necessary. They tried to frame it as protecting me, protecting the family legacy. Their legacy, built on a lie. I couldn't bear to be in the same room with them anymore. Their version of reality was a twisted distortion of everything Grandma stood for. I left their house for the last time. The air outside felt cleaner, but the world felt fundamentally broken. I spent weeks going through Grandma's records more thoroughly. I learned more about the other Ilara, the woman who had saved Grandma's life or livelihood in some profound way during a time of war or depression. I found old photos, letters. Grandma had never forgotten. Her love and gratitude were real. My family's greed and deceit were also real. I found the family Grandma had tried to help. They were humble people, living simply. They remembered the coastal land, remembered receiving the deed, and remembered the relentless pressure from my family that eventually forced them to relinquish it years ago. They bore no ill will towards Grandma, only gratitude for her initial kindness. They told me about the threats, the legal bullying, the feeling of being overwhelmed and having no choice. Hearing their story from their perspective solidified everything. My family hadn't just taken land. They had stolen hope, security, and peace from innocent people, all while profiting immensely. What do you do when your entire family, the people who raised you, turn out to be strangers built on a foundation of lies? Do you pursue legal action? Expose them publicly? I could. The proof is undeniable. But is tearing down their world worth the piece of my own history that goes with it? Is it what Grandma would have wanted? Her will wasn't just about revealing the truth. It was about making sure I knew. So I wouldn't be complicit in the lie, even unknowingly. So I could make my own choice, guided by her true values, not theirs. I decided not to pursue legal action against my family. Forgiveness felt impossible, but I wouldn't let their darkness consume me. Instead, I decided to honor Grandma's original intention. I have the proof of their illicit gains from the land. I decided to calculate the approximate current value, including profits, and use that money, which rightfully belongs to the descendants of the woman who helped Grandma, to set up a foundation in Grandma Ilara's name. A foundation dedicated to providing housing security and educational opportunities for families in need, particularly in that coastal community. It won't replace what was lost, but it will ensure Grandma's spirit of gratitude and generosity lives on. Not the false legacy my family built, but her true one. My relationship with my family is broken, maybe irreparable. They haven't apologized. They've doubled down on their justifications. They see me as unforgiving, naive, a traitor to my real family. They don't understand that they betrayed the real family legacy, the one Grandma embodied. David sometimes reaches out tentatively, but the chasm feels too wide. The music box sits on my desk now. I open it sometimes, listen to the melody. It's not just sadness I hear anymore. It's Grandma's strength. Her love. Her final, brilliant act of truth. She didn't leave me money or property in the traditional sense. She left me something far more valuable. The truth about who she was, who my family was, and the chance to choose my own path, built on honesty and honor, not secrets and lies. The betrayal cut deep, leaving scars that will never fully heal. But knowing Grandma's truth, and choosing to live by it, feels like the only way to truly keep her alive. To finally come home, not to a house, but to myself.